Hello everybody, Zachary Wheeler here again, and welcome to the final video in our series where I will be exploring Marvel Comics and how they have changed over the past 5 years in order to better represent the growing political landscape and a more diverse cast of minority figures. In the past few videos, we looked at how certain heroes changed after the events of the 2015 crossover Secret War, which rewrote much of Marvel's history. But in today's video, we will be doing something slightly different. Instead of looking at a specific character, this video is to examine Marvel's big event for the 2016 year, known as Secret Empire, a tongue-in-cheek parody of the Trump election. The story revolves around Steve Rogers, better known as Captain America, one of Marvel's oldest heroes created back during World War II. Throughout his publication, Captain America has been regarded by fans and his fellow superheroes to be one of the most morally righteous and uncorruptible of Marvel's roster. Quite obviously, the Cap is meant to symbolize American values themselves. But the Secret Empire provides a different take on this idea. It demonstrates a story where Captain America is no longer who everyone thought he was. In the prelude, it is revealed that for decades the Captain has been a secret Hydra agent. If you're unfamiliar with what Hydra is, consider them to be the Marvel equivalent of Russian spies or extremists. The reveal came as a shock to the comic book world, as the one hero who people thought they could always count on to do the right thing and save the world had suddenly switched to the worst possible side. Not only that, Captain America kills the current leader of Hydra and his supposed boss, the Red Skull, and then assigns himself the new supreme leader of the secret organization. Captain America wastes no time in his new position as leader of Hydra, using the vast resources available to him to begin secretly eliminating or imprisoning the people who used to be considered his friends, before they could discover and stop his larger plans. Captain America would orchestrate attacks and man-made catastrophes from behind the scenes in order to coerce the American government to give him full control of the armies and defense systems so that he could protect them from whatever madness is out there. But the moment Captain America gained that power, he orchestrated his grand plan. Using the advanced technology available to the government in the Marvel world, Steve Rogers would literally cut America off from the rest of society so that he could take over and rule the place as he saw fit. Here's where we can draw our first clear comparisons between the events of Secret Empire and the tactics and ideals incorporated by the Trump campaign during the election. It is easy to see that Trump got elected on a platform ran by fear and isolationism, and here Marvel has used Captain America to do this same thing, but on a much grander scale. Another way Marvel Comics drew parallels of the Trump presidency and the Captain America turning evil storyline is the support that both men drew during their campaigns. Trump alienated working class citizens, convincing them that he could return something that they had lost over the years. And once again, Hydra Captain America employs this same strategy in his own campaign, but on a much larger scale. While most heroes stand against Captain America's reign of terror, some do choose to follow him. One of the people who chooses to do this is Frank Castle, a man better known as the Punisher. Castle's background is he lost everything during his time as a soldier in the Vietnam Crusade. Captain used what Frank had lost against him, promising the Punisher that if he was backed up, there would be no more pointless wars. Not all the comparisons to the Trump takeover are presented in such a subtle manner though. Some jabs at the president are pretty blunt, such as when Captain America references his Twitter account, or during a passage where the Captain is being interviewed, he makes threats against the fake news outlets and promises to have them shut down. Just as Trump preaches about restoring the United States to some supposed former glory, Captain America says the same phrase regarding the Hydra Empire. The heroes of the Marvel Universe tried to fight back against the tyrannical rule of Captain America, standing up for what they know is right and forming resistances, but each time they would try, they would be struck down again and again. The first time they would lose comrades at the hands of a man they used to call their friend, and the second time Captain America struck back more seriously, wiping Las Vegas off the face of the earth, as a warning against any who might resist him in the future. These tremendous losses took a heavy toll on the heroes left standing. They were reluctant to continue fighting. Some felt that when Captain America turned, it was the same as everything the nation stood for turning their back on them as well, and to stand against the will of the Captain meant to stand against the will of a world they used to love. Captain America, Steve Rogers, he had always been a symbol of truth, justice, and the American way. But what did that mean now? The pain and uncertainty our heroes feel after their countless defeats is meant to directly echo how much of the nation felt upon receiving the results of the elections. Disbelief and no idea of what might come next. But the thing is, even though they might not have seen any hope in sight, it is not in the nature of heroes to just give up. In the face of the impossible, they continue to stand up for what they know is right. Even though this evil Captain America had collected some of Marvel's mightiest weapons and was backed by an army, the heroes charged in without hesitation, because they knew that someone had to, even though it was almost guaranteed they would fail. As I've tried to demonstrate across the course of these videos, comics can be a sense of inspiration and connection in the face of adversity and fear. Obviously, a superhero fight on the White House lawn is not a viable way to address problems in the real world, but Secret Empire still contains a moral for readers, that no matter what you might have lost or could still lose, you have to take a stand for what's important. At this point, I'll briefly discuss the ending of Secret Empire, and there will be some major spoilers, so if you're interested enough in reading this story on your own, I suggest just go ahead and skipping to the credits now or go ahead and closing the video. Because this is a comic book, the ending gets a little bit wild. It turns out that around the time of Secret War, our Captain America was displaced in the universe and substituted with an exact version, except this one was Hydra from birth. During the course of Secret Empire, our Steve has been working to get back home and help his friends. When he finally arrives, he does exactly what he does best and saves the day, vowing to never let such an atrocity happen again. The real Steve Rogers apprehends the alternate version of himself and quickly places him in one of the world's most high-tech prisons. From time to time, our Steve will still visit his counterpart, if only to talk to his mirror, and so that he never forgets exactly what he is capable of at his worst.